The Caribbean is not facing a firearms problem. It is facing a firearms crisis, and the distinction matters.
The declaration by Defense Minister Wayne Sturge as he delivered the keynote address at the opening of a 5-day firearms training workshop hosted by the Caribbean Community Implementation Agency for Crime and Security, CARICOM Impacts, at the Courtyard Marriott Hotel. The workshop being done in Trinidad and Tobago is the partnership with the United States Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs.
Problems can be managed incrementally, while crises demand a very different type and quality of response. It is that quality of response which brings us here today. The illegal trafficking of firearms continues to be the engine behind gang violence, organized criminal networks, and serious violent crime across our region.
Minister Sturge said criminal enterprises are moving faster, coordinating better, and exploiting every operational and intelligence gap available to them.
Ghost guns, 3D printed guns, encrypted logistic networks. These are not scenarios from a theoretical security briefing paper. They are active, evolving, real threats which confront law enforcement agencies across the Caribbean basin. Our response, therefore, cannot remain fragmented.
The Defense Minister said no single state can address firearms trafficking in isolation.
Trinidad and Tobago fully recognizes that modern security architecture depends on interoperability between agencies, between nations, and between intelligence systems. I want to take a moment to genuinely commend CARICOM Impacts.
The Executive Director of CARICOM Impacts, Michael Jones, said the numbers tell a stark story.
The Caribbean accounts for some of the highest rates of violent crime globally, and illicit firearms drive almost 90% of the homicides in our most impacted member states. Our region does not manufacture traditional firearms, yet we bear the full weight of their destruction.
It was a point that was acknowledged by the Charge d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy in Port of Spain, Mike Fitzpatrick.
Firearms trafficked into the Caribbean often originate in the United States, and the violence they fuel destabilizes communities throughout the region. That is why we approach this as partners, committed to ending firearms trafficking in the Caribbean.
The U.S. diplomat spoke about the U.S. partnership with CARICOM Impacts in establishing the Crime Gun Intelligence Unit.
In April 2021, Trinidad and Tobago authorities intercepted firearms and ammunition concealed inside punching bags at the airport. That seizure helped unravel a transnational criminal organization that smuggled more than 200 firearms and components from Florida to Trinidad and Tobago between 2019 and 2022. Authorities extradited the network's leader from Jamaica and convicted him. Straw purchasers were prosecuted in Florida, and firearms were traced back to their sources.
The U.S. diplomat noted such operational successes required sustained intelligence sharing, technical expertise, and the kind of trust that only comes from working side by side over time. Jewel Brown, TV6 News.